Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And yes, I am definitely feeling much better. I can definitely hear from this ear now. So that's good. I'm glad because I was not feeling myself whatsoever. But anyway, that's beside the point. Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I do these videos and upload these videos talking about entertainment and entertainment news, film, TV shows. I try and do reviews and whatnot, all that good stuff when it comes to Hollywood entertainment or entertainment as a whole. So if you're new here, like, subscribe. If you're already subscribed, share the video. It doesn't cost you anything to do so, and it does help me out to get more people into the conversation. I would love people to comment, but again, I don't get that many comments either because I do these sporadically. But I did tend to get one or two comments on my Facebook videos, but again, that is a smaller audience. So yeah. Anyway, besides that, that's besides the point. Let's get into the news. So apparently, allegedly, Gal Gadot said that she heard that apparently James Gunn and Peter Safran were going to develop Wonder Woman 3 with her. Now, it is very, very important to state that this was in an interview for her promotion of her new movie on Netflix, Heart of Stone. And it's like kind of messy the way that this is gone about, because obviously the actors are on strike, so they can't promote anything. So they really can go out and do promotion. So apparently this was either pre-recorded. I'm pretty sure it was pre-recorded because she can't. That would mean that she would cross the picket line. So this interview probably happened a little bit while back before the actors decided to strike. So keep in mind that news is probably like 2-3, even probably like 3 to 4 weeks old. So things might change. It might not even be true, but it does beg the question as to whether or not it's true, or if she's using this to save face for when it doesn't happen. Then it's like, well, we tried it, but it didn't work, and here we are. Which I think that might be the probability or the possibility as to why this was done, or that maybe potentially that's what they're aiming for. So that way it doesn't seem that she was fired. It doesn't look like James Gunn and Peter Safran just did the unthinkable and take her out as Wonder Woman, especially when a lot of people do agree, even me, that she makes a great Wonder Woman and that it would be very, very hard to replace her, right? I said the same thing with Henry Cavill as Superman, not giving him the total or at least the opportunity to make amends for how they did him dirty when it came to his portrayal of Superman. A lot of people are not that happy with the new casting for Superman Legacy. I said it's all right, but to be honest, it's like getting Henry Cavill light. It's essentially the same thing. Why not just keep Henry Cavill? And also in the same breath, why keep Gal Gadot but not keep Henry Cavill and Batman, like Batfleck? It's just, it's muddy and messy, and I think that it just brings up a lot of questions. I don't know if you guys follow this or if you guys are into it, but I'm a big DC fan. Like, I think DC, the Batman corner of that universe, and even Superman as of late. I've been watching my Adventures of Superman. I will probably review it once it ends, but I love DC. I think that the superheroes are much more fleshed out and whatnot. Not to say that the MCU hasn't done what they've done and that I have not enjoyed it, but if I were to pick, I would definitely pick DC. However, the state of DC right now is not good, and I think that while I didn't agree in the beginning of a hard reboot when James Gunn came in, I said that maybe the best course of action would be to just try and finish or fix what was already, based or made as a base. But once he decided to do a reboot, I was like, okay, then just press the hard reset and then just get it over with, right? Do away with everything, and that I mean everything. Take away everything that you've done. But it seems that James Gunn is more interested in keeping his friends or the people that he's worked with in DC properties on board, and then the other ones just axing them. I don't know to what extent Gal Gadot enters this chat, because I don't think she has any affiliation or any type of closeness with James Gunn. I might be wrong, but it just doesn't make any sense, right? But again, he's picking and choosing certain aspects of the old DCEU and just doing away with others, and it just creates a mess in audiences' eyes, because it's like, okay, they go and, let's say, see the new Superman Legacy movie when it comes out, if it comes out, and whenever it comes out, and then they go and see another movie and they're like, wait, why is there a new Superman but Wonder Woman is the same, but there's no Henry Cavill, there's no Batfleck? It's just confusing. So instead of playing this like, well, we will do certain things or not, and then not do other things, just do a hard reset. Just completely reset it. Just be like, Gal, we love you. I think everybody can acknowledge that you were a great Wonder Woman, but sorry, we're gonna recast the role, and just recast it, and then just try, good luck finding somebody else better. Or if you do find somebody else that's better, or think that you have somebody that's better, just make a great movie and then call it a day. Everybody else will fall in line. I don't think that people have an issue with the overall character. It's more the fact that DC has been muddied by flop after flop after flop, and so much drama behind the scenes that people just are like, I don't care. So I don't know. I really don't know whether or not this is gonna happen. And then there's this other article from Superhero Hype where it says that Snyder, I'm just gonna read it. Says, during the latest episode of Hot Mic Podcast, Above the Lines, Jeff Snyder responded to a recent interview Gadot did with comicbook.com, in which she teased a new Wonder Woman film, something that Snyder claims was a nonsense story. Says, I don't know why you bring in James Gunn and Peter Safran to reboot the DCU if they're not going to reboot the DCU. Snyder said, I don't know why they would hire someone who isn't Patty Jenkins to come in and do Wonder Woman 3 and then not let that person cast their own Wonder Woman. Which, again, I kind of agree. I agree with that. It's like, why would you do that? Why would you fire Patty Jenkins and then I'll go, well, Patty Jenkins is a whole other story, but why would you fire her and then just use Gal Gadot? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Just do a hard reboot. Like, just completely do a hard reboot. But what he says, I think here, I think it's important, because I think I fall more in line with him than anything else. It says, in Gadot's interview with comicbook.com, she said that as she understands it, she will be developing a third Wonder Woman film together with Gunn and Safran. I love portraying Wonder Woman, Gadot says. It's so close to and dear to my heart. From what I heard from James and from Peter is that we're going to develop a Wonder Woman 3 together. Again, this might be true. I don't know. Peter Safran did direct. Did he direct? I think the Shazam movie. So he did have some sort of connection with Gal Gadot, and maybe he was the one that brought her to James Gunn, and then they talked. But I just feel like this is nonsensical. To be quite honest, it doesn't make any sense. Just reboot the character. Literally, just do a reset. As much as I love Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, I think that DC is in such bad shape that what they need is just a clean slate. Release all the movies that you have left, which is obviously Blue Beetle and then Aquaman. Let it rest for a few years, maybe one or two, and then bring out Superman Legacy, and then just take it from there. Because I feel like it's just a lot of mess. It's like DC, like, they're gonna keep Wonder Woman. Let's say they keep Gal Gadot, but then you have the Batman, like the Reeves verse, or the Matt Reeves universe with Robert Pattinson, and then you have Joker, which is its own universe, right? It just becomes messy. And I think that I know that James Gunn wants to have this, like, I think he has a savior complex, to be quite honest, but I feel like he has this sense of, I want to build this myself and make sure that this is a success, so much so that instead of utilizing Matt Reeves's Batman, the Batman, as a base for the new DCU, he just like, nah. But apparently Matt Reeves didn't want to also play ball, so that's also that. But I would have been like, hey, I'm the new head of DC, so given the fact that I'm the new head of DC, this is what we're gonna do, and we're gonna build it off of yours. Sorry, I have something here and it's bothering me. I would be like, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna build it off of this, and if you like it, you like it, and if you don't, thank you very much. There's the door, and then call it a day. I know it sounds bad. I know it's probably not how business is done. I'm almost 100% sure that's not how business is done. Contracts are laid down and all that, but I feel that it is important to take charge of something. And if the Batman had a good baseline, it did really good in the box office. Not a billion, but it did make a lot of money, especially given the fact that it's a character, it's a casting that a lot of people were iffy on, and it still made money because of the fact that it had a good word of mouth. So I think that it had the baseline there. Just bring somebody else for the other characters and just build it around the Batman. You can still have Matt Reeves do the Batman movies itself, but when they're crossovers, obviously have different directors and different takes. I think that would be the smart move. But unfortunately that's not happening. So we're left with whatever mess they're trying to make. I don't know what James Gunn is doing with this universe. I don't really know if he understands it, or if he or if he can really pull it off. In the beginning I was like, maybe he can, but now I'm like, when things like this are said, it makes me wonder what's happening behind the scenes, because I just don't understand. It just doesn't make any sense. For anybody that sees it, for anybody that follows it, it just does not make sense. Just recast Wonder Woman, and then just call it a day, and then just break it from there. So I don't know. The DC is in way worse shape than Marvel. That is true, 100%. Like, look at how The Flash bombed. Blue Beetle, I'm anticipating it. I really want to see it, but I don't think it's gonna make money either. I think it's gonna flop. So, and Aquaman 2, I'm pretty sure it's gonna flop too. I don't think it's gonna make any money because it doesn't build up to anything. People are like, why would I watch this if it's gonna be rebooted, right? So I don't know. I think that this is a mess, and they keep doing these messy things, and they just don't make sense. So we shall see. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe. If you're my friend, if you're really my friend, share, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.